Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform to discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Giving just a proper introduction, definitely to the live session, as I always do, man. Hey, subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. I thank you guys so much. I see y'all jumping in the building already. Let me shout out real quick who's jumping in. And obviously, we got a special guest today. We got to get right to it. I'm excited, man. I love it. We're going to talk about some things today. I'm saying, hey, LeVar Cooper, Bruce Goers, thank you guys so much for jumping in here. We got here the fans' corner. We got Isaiah Felix. What's going on, my guy? We also got Taekwon. Hey, Taekwon Savage. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for jumping here. PGH is in the building. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are awesome, man. We got Teach in the building also, man, and families jumping in already. I appreciate y'all, and I might as well get him on right now, man, because I want to respect his time. Hey, Blu-ray's in the building also. Blu-ray, what's going on? Can you hear us, bro?
Not hear you loud and clear. How you doing?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for jumping in. LeVar Cooper, Bruce Goes, you guys there?
Yes, sir, brother. I'm here.
Blu-ray, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, man. I really do appreciate you taking the time out to come on to the panel and talk to us. Thank you.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate y'all.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. We got several questions, Blu-ray. Several questions, bro. In the background. I'm also subscribed to your channel, obviously. A while ago I subscribed to your channel, and we've been seeing how you've been going on other platforms, definitely chopping it up with the community. I appreciate you, man. You're awesome, Blu-ray, because you're down to earth, bro. You're down to earth, and you're open to talk about what you want to talk about, and that's what we want to talk about with you. And it caught my attention that your background concerning strength and conditioning as a coach. And like I said, man, I got several questions for you. We got several questions for you, but just real quick, man, before we jump in there, G5, what's going on, man? Terry Smoot, I see you, bro, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. We got obviously we got Blu-ray in the building, man, and several questions I got to ask. And let's just start, man. Let's just start. First and foremost, Blu-ray, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Just relaxing. Got to go pick my son up in a little bit from school, but.
Okay. Right on. Let's just start, Blu-ray. Is it cool? Any questions are good, Blu-ray?
Yeah, nah. I don't want to answer. I'm not gonna answer, but we good.
Of course. All right, man. First and foremost, Blu-ray. Just get to kind of know you a little bit more. As your strength conditioning coach. When did you start this? When did you start coaching with strength and conditioning?
Well, actually, when I started Charles Hatley, I forgot what year that was, because I was just training as a personal trainer, and then I just trained functional conditioning when I started training.
Hey, Blu-ray, real quick, you're kind of cutting off with the mic. If you want, it's cool if you go ahead and if you just turn the mic off. I'm sorry, the camera off.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's what happens typically. Depending on the device we use, you can turn the camera off and we can hear you clearly. Yeah, check 1, 2, Blu-ray one more time.
Okay. How I sound?
Oh, you sound perfect, man. Perfect. Just one more time, bro. So when did you start? How did you start strength and conditioning?
No. So, like I said, I just started off as having a passion for fitness, I got into calisthenics. I got into calisthenics real deep, real heavy. Training with Team Beast Mode, and then training with the Barbarians out of Wingate up there in New York and Tompkins Park. Team Beast Mode, I mean Lincoln Terrace Park, and then the Barbarians out of Wingate and Tompkins Park. But just having that calisthenic background, you know, a lot of people pull up videos of people working out on the bars. That's why I actually started, and then just being a personal trainer. But the actual focus on strength and conditioning came in when I started working with Charles Hadley, the boxer. That's the first boxer I actually started training, focusing on strength and conditioning. So it all started with him.
Wow, man. Wow. And just, another question here, because, and how many years approximately do you have in the whole calisthenic background, just generally speaking?
Well, the calisthenic background, about 10 years. Yeah, so I've only been training about 10 years total.
Okay. So, I mean, the thing here is a lot of people have the concept, you train, professional athletes, obviously Errol Spence, the champ, man, the champ. A lot of people get the concept of, we got Bruce Goes, also our panelist, man. He has a lot of background also, in strength conditioning. And a lot of people get the concept that, being muscular helps you as an athlete, specifically in the sport of boxing, in your performances. Like what can you describe concerning that? Like what's the advantage of calisthenics as opposed to just mainly weightlifting? You know what I'm saying?
Muscle endurance. And because see, you can it just depends on the style of training that you're doing, because you can have muscle endurance when it comes to lifting weights also. So it just depends on the type of conditioning that you actually focus on. But you have to think about it like, would you be able to lift weights consistently at a particular weight longer than you would be able to do lifting your own body weight, and focus on that particular type of conditioning, so that you'll be able to lift your own body weight for a longer duration of time versus benching 225 on a bench or squatting 400 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you only lifting weights, you're only doing it for a certain amount of reps, because eventually, I don't care how conditioned you are to lift weights, you're not going to be able to lift weights at the same capacity as lifting your body weight.
Yeah, that's where functional strength replaces gym strength.
Exactly.
I'm Bruce Goes, by the way, Blu-ray. Pleased to meet you, bro. I've been in the fitness industry myself for 30 years, bro. A pleasure to be on a panel with you, brother.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you too, sir.
Yeah, definitely, man. I just want to pump these questions out, Blu-ray, before you have to handle your business that you got to do today. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. And if anybody has questions in the chat, we'll try our best, to get to those. But yeah, now another thing, Blu-ray, how did you get to, what I'm saying, with your trajectory? You're talking about, starting to teach, pro athletes, pro boxers. When did you meet Spence, bro?
I met him, I think it was 2016 going into 17. If I'm not mistaken. No, it was way before that now. You know what? Hold on. I can tell you the exact year. Hold on. 1 second. I can tell you. Because I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah, I'm horrible at time too, man.
Hold on. Let me see. Because I met him after the Ronald Cruz fight. I'm going to Box Rec right now. Hold on.
Okay.
So he fought Ronald Cruz in what year? He was Cruz 2014. So I met him in 2014. That's when I met him. So I trained him against No Balonis or somebody. That was the first fight I actually trained him for in 2014. So I actually met him 2000. No, it's 2014. Yeah, that's right. 2014 is when I met him.
Wow. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah.
That after the Ronald Cruz fight all the way up to Ocampo, and then it's 3 fights. We missed Garcia, Porter, and Danny, and then I actually trained him for the Pacquiao camp, but his eye had the situation with his eye. So
okay. Oh, so you missed a few fights then, right? Like 3 or 4.
Him 3. I didn't train him against Mike Garcia, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia.
Okay. And what was the context of you meeting Spence, man? You know, I'm sure it was exciting. You know, like what happened? How'd you guys hook up?
So after I stopped working with Charles Hammond, because I only worked with him 2 fights, then a friend of mine, well, associate of mine named Thomas Fleming, which was a friend of Errol Spence at the time, he connected us and he was like, "Yo, I heard you're not training Charles anymore, but I got a friend of mine named Errol Spence. I think he's going to be a world champion one day." And he was like, "With your style of training, I know that you can be a benefit to him." And so that's how we connected through a mutual friend.
Oh, right on. So, concerning, you and Spence, man, you as coach, as his coach, strength and conditioning coach, and him as a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Do you two like go further? Like, do you guys hang out, or is it just mainly strictly business, professional
Well,
context
like,
relationship?
well, at first, early in his career when we first met, we used to hang out all the time. But as the years progressed, he kind of, he got a family now and stuff like that. So it kind of, and I had a family. We when we both met, we didn't have children. So we start having kids and family and things of that nature. So we still hang out time, here and there, but not as much as when we first met.
I think it's just like everything, you know what I'm saying? When we start growing up, getting family, it kind of, distance ourselves just to a certain degree as far as, with friends, you know what I'm saying? And times it's just a lot of, constrained time with our schedules and stuff like that. That's definitely understandable. Oh, we got Drew Titan. Hey, Drew Titan, what's going on, bro? The Drew. Hey, family, what's going on, man? Cursors in the building, man. I thank you guys so much, man. Sorry if I'm not attending the chat right now, but I just want to really get these questions out the way, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. Now, okay, so you got what was the reason, Blu-ray, that kind of stuck out to me? What was the reason to not training Spence in those few fights that you just mentioned a moment ago?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a question that he has to answer. I
Okay,
have
okay.
no idea.
Right on. Okay, that's totally understandable, man. LeVar, Bruce, you guys want to jump in? Any questions you guys got?
Yeah. Blu-ray. I know strength and conditioning is relatively new to boxing. I mean, I've always been an advocate. I mean, you need to increase your strength. You need flexibility. People have always had the wrong idea about weight training and combat sports. Now, do you find yourself in a position where boxers are searching you out, or are there a lot of strength and conditioning coaches that are working with the professional boxers?
I don't say it one more time. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Okay, now I know strength and conditioning is relatively new to a lot of boxers,
Yes, sir.
and now I was wondering if there are a lot of strength and conditioning coaches out there, or if the elite boxers are searching you out for your services.
A lot of people ask me why. They seen the difference that Earl, in his fights when he worked with me, and a lot of boxers haven't been reaching out. A lot of people been trying to get me to work with Deontay Wilder. A lot of people been trying to get me to work with, especially like Drew Titan. Drew Titan been an advocate of me working with Wilder. Black Fight Fan has been an advocate for me working with Devin Haney. So I've been, nobody has reached out to me, but I'm willing to work with anybody that I feel like is, because the at the level I'm at, I'm not going to go backwards. Now I do have some young kids I'm working with that I'm going to build from the ground up, but as far as actual pros, no, nobody has reached out to me, and I don't feel a way about it, because people always ask me why they not reaching out to you, and that's a question that I don't have, and I mean that's an answer that I do not currently have, but whether they reach out to me or not, it doesn't bother me. I'm all about taking care of my family first anyway. So if somebody acquire my services, it's fine. If they don't, it's okay.
Well, the thing, brother, people are going to start seeing the importance of strength and conditioning coaches involved in boxing, involved in the overall training camp, and I can see right now, you're at the grassroots of it all, and the fighters you're mentioning, the fighters you're working with. I mean, they're just showing a tremendous improvement now that they're relying on strength and conditioning instead of the conventional boxing training methods. So I want to shout you out for that, brother.
No, I appreciate it. And I remember, no, some people now, Teofimo, somebody in Teofimo camp had reached out to me right before the Comey fight. And I told them my terms and they didn't get back with me. So I don't, that's the only other person that I can think of. And then I just started virtually training a fighter out of the UK, Ellis Zorro. I just started working with him, but I'm just training him virtually. And he's a cruiser. I can't think of anybody. There's other boxers that be trying to reach out to me, but it just, and I understand everyone doesn't have Errol Spence money. Everyone isn't on that level, but depending on where certain boxers are, like if people want to render my service, I require a percentage, and I'm seeing that a lot of boxers, they want to only pay what, in my opinion, what's been done in old times. But like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I make my own money. So if I'm going to help somebody elevate to the next level and take them to the next level, I want to be compensated, because the things that I teach you and the level that I'm gonna take you to, it's going to be the next level. So that means if you're going to the next level, I mean your finances go to the next level, and I just want to be treated fairly and compensated. So matter of fact, I had a boxer reach out to me the other day, and I told them, hey, if I start working with you, this is a percentage I want out of the purse. Not only that, and if I'm not training you for the rest of your career, I don't want the job. So they never called me back, and I'm fine with that. So it's not an issue. I'm not gonna help someone elevate, and then I help you go to the next level, and then you use me and then throw me to the side. I'm not doing that. So either I train you for your whole career, or I don't want to train you at all.
Nice, because you're definitely a pioneer in your field too. So you're pretty much writing your own rules as you go along.
Exactly.
Hey, Blue, what's going on, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. A question for you. I think this is a question that everybody is trying to find an answer to, and we know that you're connected to Earl, to the champ. Do you think a fight between him and Bud would ever happen?
I think it's going to happen. I honestly think it's going to happen, because in my opinion, there's nobody else to fight right now. Like Earl don't need to fight no mandatories. He don't need to fight Boots or Ortiz. Earl is a veteran in the 147. At 147, he's done what he needs to do. He was stalled out earlier. He could have been undisputed a long time ago if Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and him would have fought him years ago when he was the boogeyman at the division. So it's like, the only fight for him to fight is Crawford, and then after that fight, for him to fight for undisputed. Like, I don't know why that these people are playing games with him, but they need to just go and let Earl, prove himself to be the best of 47, so he can go to 54, in my opinion.
Now, when it comes to, now for me, when I saw the Porter and Bud fight, to me, me personally, I don't think that Porter trained like the way that he trained for Earl when he went up against Crawford. And I've seen,
He did.
Okay.
It's on record. His dad said it. His dad. There's a video of his father saying that he didn't train hard, and if he would have trained, his father, word for word. Kenny Porter said if Sean would have trained hard like he did for Earl, that they could have won. That's exactly what his dad said. It's on record. So,
how do you feel about some of these fighters requesting to be like a franchise champion?
I don't even know what that is.
So
I'm not familiar with what a franchise champion is. So you got it.
My fault, brother. So, for far as a franchise champion, like for instance, Tio, he requested through the WBC to be a franchise champion so that I guess he can pick and choose who he fights rather than being the man and trying to fight the best out of there. I guess they call it the duck belt. Am I correct, Renee?
Yeah, I mean, it also excludes you from fighting the actual mandatories.
Oh, so is that something like recent that they started to make up?
Yeah, it's recent. And I think the first one to get it was, I think it was Lomachenko. And
Yes,
I think
it was
that's
Lomachenko.
and I think that's the reason why Haney got the belt. You know what I'm saying? The actual real championship belt, WBC. So it's just like an added trophy. That's pretty much what with fringe benefits.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, I don't think they should make it a rule where it excludes fighting mandatories and
Yeah,
stuff
exactly.
like.
And Canelo was the first. It was Canelo.
Oh, was it? Yeah, and then it was Lomachenko, if I'm mistaken. Then it just trickled down. You know what I'm saying? Then Teofimo. Yeah, pretty much. Real quick, you guys. Okay, let me salute family that's jumping in here. I want to take the advantage of time as much as I can. You know what I'm saying, with the questions, things like that, because Blu-ray has some things to do in a moment. So definitely, man, I appreciate all y'all.
You good. Even if I have to move around, you good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, awesome. I'm trying to rush it here. Hey, we got Hustles home. I appreciate you. Let me salute the chat, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in here. And obviously the Druth Titan, man. I appreciate you, man. Jay Dixon is in the building, man. I appreciate y'all. Isaiah Felix, Mac of the South. What's going on? Hey, if anybody has any questions for Blu-ray, go ahead and jot them down right there in the chat, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Cursor, I see you, man. I thank you so much for jumping in here. So thank you guys so much. Let me just check here. Hustles home. Okay, right here. So what he's saying here, Hustles home said Canelo was first. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, man, for clarifying that. Yeah. And then it was we got Drew Tyson. Lomachenko requested a second. Yeah, thank you. There you go. Okay. And then we got here, Mac of the South says they need to get rid of that trophy franchise belt. Yeah, man, that's what it is. Hey, quick question, Blu-ray just popped in my mind. Okay, this is a thing, man. Errol Spence has talked about, if I'm not mistaken, okay, some time ago, I don't know how long it was, but talking about moving up to 154. This is the thing, Blu-ray. You, as a strength and conditioning coach, man, you see the body mass of Errol Spence. You have been working with him for years. You see the body mass, how he's growing. Do you see him moving very soon up to 154, or are you, seeing his development, physically speaking? Do you think he's going to move up there very soon, or will we get the Bud Crawford fight maybe before he moves up, or will they fight at 154?
No, I think they're going to fight at 47, in my opinion. Like, this is not a guarantee, but I think they're going to fight because there's no other fight for Earl really at 47 that makes sense, except for getting that WBA and fighting Bud. No other fight makes sense. Period.
Yeah, because I really don't think anybody wants to see Bud fight Josh Taylor later on down the road. I mean, it's like what I said before. I think Bud's options, he has options, but I think it's limited, like what you said, Blue.
But how does Bud have options when nobody's going to pay to see? Nobody, like, who you, like, I won't ever ask who you want to see Bud that you'll pay pay-per-view. The person is Earl.
It's Earl, yes, because I think what they're trying to do is, I think they're trying to match. Once Keith Thurman gets through Barrios, I guess they want to try to match Barrios. Oh, excuse me, Keith Thurman and Crawford. That's the rumor.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have had no issue with that if they would have, the WBA would have let Earl fight Ugas and then let Crawford fight Keith Thurman, and then we get Earl and Bud in the fall. In a perfect world, that would have made sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. That does.
Hey, Blu-ray. A quick question, man. Something also that popped. Just things pop in my mind with these questions, man. Like, when you started training Errol Spence, a while ago, years ago, before he was champ, you started training him before he was champ, right, Blu-ray?
Yes.
Did you see, like, in his training regimen, in his discipline, did you see something like distinct in him as opposed to other people you have trained before?
Well, Earl is a hard worker. He's someone that you don't have to babysit, and he pushes hard. So that's the one thing that I like about him. He's not one of those. He's self-motivated. That's one of the things that that's just like one thing that I've never had to do is to do road work with him, because he does that on his own. The only thing I focus on is the actual strength part, the actual working out aspect of his training. So the fact that he's so disciplined, that's the one thing that I loved about dealing with him.
And Bure, I think I caught in one of your videos that you did as well. You talked about how when it comes to training Earl, that you would do it with him, and that y'all would sometimes have a race to see who can get done first. Am I correct?
No, there's no. Every time we train, I work out with him.
You work out with him. Okay. Okay.
And we started like that, and we're gonna finish that way. Every time we work out, I work out with him, and sometimes I beat him. Well, the majority of the time I beat him, and I put that on record. And if he got a
Oh wow.
and, and, if, and if he got a problem with that, he know how to. He when we get ready to get in camp, he. Matter of fact, we were going back and forth the other day about who's stronger. Earl know what it is, man. But now Earl a dog, man, and it's just friendly competition. Me and him has always had because I enjoy working out. So to be 10 years older than him, like 9, 10 years older than him, and for me to be able to keep up with him is because I'm 40 and he's 31. So for us to be able to compete with each other is I love it. You know what I mean? So it just pushes me, helps me stay in shape. So a lot of these strength and conditioning coaches, they my issue with them is that they train people and they say something worked based on science, but they've never applied the science. So how you just because if you hadn't had the application, how you really know something worked? So my method of getting Earl stronger than anyone that I train with, you ask anybody has ever trained with me, that I have, anybody I work with, whether male or female, I get them stronger. And the reason I know is because the application of the work that I put in myself before I actually do a lot of training with the clients.
Hey, Blu-ray, can I ask you a question about nutrition? I know you must be into the nutrition of your fighters and your clients. Do you work with a specific nutritionist, or do you have to kind of adjust your clients' nutrition according to how you see it?
Okay, so I do not do Earl nutrition. Earl has always done his nutrition. Now, for the Pacquiao fight, that was the first time I seen him have a nutritionist. Now I can do his nutrition, but I don't. For some reason, I don't know why he hasn't asked me to do it, because if you see the results that I get with everybody I deal with, that I know how to do it. But I do have a nutritionist that I deal with my clients now. I've been dealing with him for the last probably years now. Hard Body JT Mo on Instagram. So that's the guy that I deal with training my clients, and my future fighters that I deal with, that I'm going to bring up and groom myself from the ground up. He will be doing the nutrition for all my professional boxers that I'm gonna deal with in the future. So, yeah.
It seems like it's much more better for the whole plan that you have one nutritionist you stick with, and he applies the same nutrition to all your fighters and your clients, bro.
Well, Bruce, like, people really don't understand. Like, nutrition is not hard. If you understand macros, you will never miss weight. You should never miss weight. And with training that I do, and making sure that the client eats certain foods, you can still keep them strong while they're losing weight. So,
oh, that's a fact, bro. Build it and burn it.
And then another thing about nutrition, when you know what you're doing, your clients should be able to eat a certain amount of calories and not starve themselves and still lose weight. If you're starving yourself to lose weight, you don't have the right nutritionist at all.
It's fact. A lot of fighters don't even know why they run first thing in the morning. Because they they don't understand how they wake up glycogen free, and they're burning fat for their fuel source. That's why they get up at 5 a.m. and run on an empty stomach. And they just key things like that, where gentlemen like yourself, we'll put that into place and just teach the boxers the importance of that they can eat plenty of foods out there. Just eat the right foods at the right time, and it all goes hand in hand with strength and conditioning, bro. I can see it, man.
I'm gonna be real with you. I cannot work out on an empty stomach.
Nah. Well, see, you don't have fat to burn, bro. But if somebody does, bro, that's the key to it. To burning fat is going on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I gotta eat, man. I'm telling you. If you see me work out on an empty stomach, you'll be like, I thought Blu-ray was strong. But if I eat, I'm good. I work out on an empty stomach. I don't know.
Bro, whatever works for you, my brother.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, I used to do it and try to do it, but I found that my body works better with me when I eat. Like, and Earl really does most of his road work at night. He doesn't do it early.
Back. See, I used to get my cardio in the morning. Then I'd eat. Then I do my weight training mid morning or afternoon. But yeah, I definitely would go in for my weight training on a full stomach, but not the cardio part.
Gotcha.
Hey, Blu-ray. We got a question here. I don't know if it's possible you can answer it. It's from Hustle's Home. He says here, what's the best way to strengthen a weakened lower back without overworking? I don't know if you can answer that.
If I had to pick an exercise, it would be planks.
All right, cool. Simple as that, right?
Yeah, planks. If I had to pick one exercise without overworking, because to me, in my opinion, one of the best exercises for the lower back is squatting. It's squats, but if you don't want to, overwork, then I would do planks or hyperextension.
We got actually Mac of the South saying here, this is why Blu-ray needs to be nominated for Trainer of the Year. Thank you guys so much for jumping into the building. I see y'all get the likes up, please. So this is why Blu-ray needs to be nominated for Trainer of the Year. He deserves it. Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, big props, man. Definitely. And somebody else said here, I forgot. Yeah, Teach says here that your services would be good for Wilder for sure. That's something I wanted to mention right now. Now that I saw that comment, Blu-ray, there is word going around. I really don't know which interview or what source it's coming from, but it's floating around there, right? That Wilder's talking about retiring. What do you think about that, Blu-ray?
I think Wilder has more in the tank.
I agree.
I think Wilder has more in the tank. Like when you go, I'm gonna be real now because of my excitement when I actually seen the fight. I missed a lot, so I went back to the fight and turned the volume up. And I actually seen Wilder added the things that Malik Scott actually added to his game. I had and really apologize, even though I hadn't talked to Malik, and really be like, you know what, he was throwing the jab, he was going to the body, his skill was improving. So, I still think he has the opportunity to get back in there and try again, especially with maybe two or three fights under his belt before he go back and try to get who's ever at the top.
Hey, Blu-ray, speaking of that real quick, man, Wilder, when we saw that trilogy, Amazing War, man, wow. I don't know, man. I think if I'm not mistaken, he weighed more, right? Wilder weighed more than he did in the rematch, right?
I don't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, he did. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he did. If I'm not mistaken, do you think do you think that the added muscle mass made him kind of get tired earlier in the fight?
I'm gonna say that's possible if he didn't do the right type of training. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it is a possibility if he didn't do the right type of conditioning.
All right. We got Stormy B man saying here, hey, what's going on, Stormy B, the OG? What's going on, man? He says salute. He said, ask Blu-ray Fitness if he did look into my content or is he still on my case because of the show we did with Drew. Oh, okay. He says he got mad respect for your work. I don't know if you can answer that, Blue.
No, I forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had forgot. It's no excuse. I honestly forgot. But tell him I'm gonna go subscribe to him right now.
Oh yeah, his content, bro. You're gonna love it, man. Oh my gosh, man. Stormy B. Woo. And as a matter of fact, Blu-ray, we had a series with Stormy B here on the channel with Kurt Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Anderson and Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owen. Shouts out to my guys, man. We had a little series going on here on the channel. So yeah, you're gonna love Stormy B man's content, man. You're gonna love it. We got here Mac of this house saying, when Crawford accepts the 40%, then we can get that fight. But like Spence said, we'll see who's holding up the fight. And we all know it's not Spence, it's Crawford holding up the fight. Real talk, right? And, hey, Blu-ray, I remember you were on, I think it was, I don't remember which channel, but there was a big fuss going around. I think it was with Bomac, right? What was that about, man?
No, so it's just a Facebook group on Facebook. I think it's called Loyal to the Game. And so it's just a lot of boxing people in there, and they added me to the group because I know some of the admins and some of the people. And so a lot of Crawford's families always talking about Errol Spence and going back and forth, and people just always just posting a bunch of rhetoric. So they asked me to come on come on and debate some of the guys, and so we were just having a conversation. Mac ended up chiming in with my boy BFTB was on there, so it was just a lot of because BFTB was just saying that when Terrence Crawford was undisputed, he could have came up and went the IBF route because he, because of the rules about him being undisputed, he can basically has the pit of the litter. He can go in whatever direction he desires, but we know Bob Arum had him go to WBO route because Jeff Horn I think he had one more. I'm not sure. I know he had a contract with Top Rank, so that's why they went to WBO route. And then he admitted that they went the easy route as far as getting a title versus going toward Errol Spence.
I remember that.
Oh, right on. So that was all about that. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, as you know, because the narrative after the Sean Porter fight is that Errol is ducking Crawford now. That's the narrative and the rhetoric that they want to sit up there and continue to put out. And so that's why I've been so active on social media lately. It's just letting people know that Errol is not ducking Terrence Crawford, and that if everyone would be transparent and honest, we heard Terrence Crawford say that the reason the fight has not got made is because of Bob Arum. He told Bob Arum to his face, "You didn't give me the fight when I was with you. You couldn't secure the fight, and how you gonna get the fight when I'm not with you?" So based on that alone, with Terrence Crawford admission, how can people continue to say that Errol Spence is scared when the reason the fight has been held up all this time? And then he didn't even have to resign with Tyron. Could have went another direction, started his own promotional company, fight by fight deal with PBC, but he didn't do that. So we had this fight a long time ago.
That's facts, man. Big facts. We got here. Teach interesting question here, man. He says a question for Blu-ray. He says a question. Rate Spence's condition. This is a good question. Rate Spence's condition 1 to 100% after his injuries. Do you think he will ever be 100%? Blu-ray.
Of course, it's just a matter of putting the work in. In my opinion, from where I had him around, the condition I had him with the Chris Algieri and Lamont Peterson at that level we were at, and we were training, I start we missed 3 fights, so I don't know how many years that is. For the Pacquiao fight, I started working with him May 6th. We trained all the way up until 2 weeks before the fight. And within that time frame, he was already back 80%. Because the type of training that I do and the type of work that I do, you get stronger overnight, literally. So, it's just that's why I don't record what I do, because a lot of people are so intrigued on, well, what is Blu-ray doing to get him to get strong as the fight go? And if he would have fought Pacquiao, y'all would have seen it that the strength was back. But if I had to put a percentage, he was 80% back from 100. From where I wanted him.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So, I had another question, but it kind of slipped my mind. But we got here. Let me just go back to the chat real fast. It says here, ASAP Sam says Spence and Crawford just need to settle in the ring. Yeah, man, we've all wanted to see this, man. Unfortunately, I think we all know the story why it's not happening. So yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing. Oh, so you trained. So you I think it was 11 fights, right? You trained Spence for 11 fights, right, Blu-ray?
Yes, sir. From that one, the fight after Honor Cruz. So when he went on that 11 knockout streak, that's when I was working with him.
Hey, Blu-ray, what's the thing? Yeah, that question just came to my mind. I just lost it, but I got it now. What's the whole thing with I've heard this time and time again, man. I really don't know the reason why, because I don't, this is not my field. What's the whole thing with when it comes to fighters? They're training for a fight, and sometimes I hear amongst boxing fans out there, they say that I hope such and such fighter doesn't overtrain, or he performed like this because he overtrained. What's this whole overtrain stuff mean, man?
I don't believe in overtraining. I've heard of it, don't believe in it, but other trainers might think different. But my philosophy and my understanding, there's no such thing as overtraining.
Okay. Bruce or LeVar, you guys want to jump in?
Oh yeah, man. No, I agree with that. Especially for a properly trained athlete. Overtraining is usually an excuse to not go into the gym the next day for a lot of people. But no, I don't believe in overtraining, man. If you're properly trained, you can train harder and harder, build those muscles, sleep well at night. I've never bought into the concept of overtraining.
Hey, because Bruce, when I think about people that run decathlons and they got to ride a bike for 26 miles, swim for 12, like people really don't understand. It's just a matter of conditioning. It has nothing to do with overtraining. And to be able to get that much output, you have to put a certain amount of conditioning in. So when my philosophy with Earl is because he's a boxer, because when I first started training Earl, I didn't know what I was doing. That's me being transparent. I'm used to training football players. I'm used to just training women to lose weight. But I had to come up with my own chemistry and my own philosophy for a boxer. So I had to tailor the workouts for strictly boxing to be able to hit for him to be able to put a certain amount of output at a certain velocity for 12 rounds and to exceed that. That's why, in my opinion, when people seen him work with me, he never went 12 rounds, but you can just see the progression of the strength and the intensity of the punches, the intensity of his conditioning as he went, as the fight continued. So, I figured once I figured that out, I figured it out. And I'm like, okay, I got my recipe. That's why I don't let people watch me. That's why I don't post no videos and I don't let people watch me training. And
No, I'm 100 on that with you, Blu-ray, because I used to do sports specific training too. I trained baseball players, I trained wrestlers, I've trained football players, never boxers though, but I can see where you could key on that. And man, you go where your strength is, bro, and you're nothing but strength in this game, bro.
No, I appreciate it.
So Blu-ray, are you going to get back to training Spence for his next fight, whoever he's going to fight?
From my understanding at this moment, I'm supposed to. So I trained him for Pacquiao. So from my understanding, I'm supposed to train him for the rest of his career. I don't know. I'm here. Whenever he calls my phone, I'll be ready. If he calls my phone, I'll be ready. If he doesn't call my phone, I'm gonna keep doing what I do.
Yeah, and on a personal level too, man, it'll really be a shame if the Crawford and Spence fight isn't made, because that really is the Sugar Ray Leonard Thomas Hearns fight of this generation, brother.
I agree.
You got something, LeVar?
So Blu-ray, when is there? Do you well you just said you don't know when Spence is gonna be expected to fight, because you pretty much wait for him to give you a call, right?
Yeah. I'm just waiting. So I'm just living my life, taking care of my family, doing what I'm supposed to do as a father and as a man, and just keep pushing forward until I get that call. But from my understanding, it's supposed to be soon. And from my understanding, I'm supposed to train him for the rest of his career, because that's what I was told the last, during the Pacquiao camp, that I'm gonna train him for the rest of his career. So I could just go off the word that I was told. So
Gotcha. And everybody in the chat, Blu-ray does have a YouTube channel. Blu-ray, you want to talk about your YouTube channel, brother?
yeah, I just started blogging. I talk about more than boxing, but I see that I get more views when I'm talking about boxing. So I think I might have to start a whole new YouTube channel for the other stuff I talk about, and just focus strictly on boxing. But it's called The Blu-ray Show.
And I can tell you, I've caught a couple of Blu-ray shows, and I can tell you it's entertaining, especially when he have some people up there that love Bud. They come up there, they try to debate with Blu-ray, and they try, but Blu-ray holds his own. So we really do appreciate you, Blu-ray.
Nah, I appreciate y'all. Like I say, man, I'm the type of person, man. Anybody know me? I'm down to earth. I don't like people try to treat me like a celebrity and treat me a certain way, man. I'm not caught up in all that, man. The only thing I want to be known as is a great father that changed my kid's life, because I know I grew up without a father. Like I grew up with my father, but we weren't in the same home, and he wasn't as active as I would have wanted him. So my only focus in life is just making sure that I'm a better father for my boys, and I leave a legacy for them. That's my only focus in life, because I don't care how good of a trainer I am. It means nothing if I'm not taking care of my responsibilities.
So Blu-ray, let me ask you a question. So what factors determine what type of program you use for your clients? Do you do like an assessment, or what's your, without giving clues like your secrets, is there like a process?
So at the moment, I do assessments to see where people are, but I don't care where they are. I know where I'm gonna get you. I only do an assessment to see where they are. But my style of training and my expertise of what I've developed over the years, like I don't care about what shape you're in. I'm gonna get you where I want you to be. It's just like I was training this one lady. She was 53, and she first came to me, and I told her the day I met her, I said, I'm gonna have you doing pull-ups. And matter of fact, the video is on my Instagram to this. I got her by the time she turned 54 years old. She was doing 10 pull-ups on her own, and this is a female.
Wow. And Blu-ray, I can tell you, by having her doing 10 pull-ups, I'm telling you, me coming from a military background, being a Marine, our female Marines, they have to do pull-ups. And I can tell you that sometimes that's challenging for them, but for you to be able to get her to do 10 pull-ups, that's amazing. That is amazing.
And she had never done pull-ups a day in her life until she met me. She was 53. By the time she was 54, she was able to do 10.
Wow. Wow. So that day, there you have it, man. Whatever regiment that you have for that person, it works out for them. You can see results.
Yeah, I can't wait, man, to see Spence fight again, man, because those performances, and the fights that Blu-ray trained him, man. Oh, I tell you, man, that Errol Spence. Oh my gosh, dude. Emmanuel H says here, so, exactly. Salute to the panel. Blu-ray keeping EJ sharp. Yep. Time for Mr. Walk him down to come back. Hashtag big. Definitely. And there's Emmanuel H just sub to Blu-ray. Heck yeah, man. Definitely, man. Y'all sub to Blu-ray. That's why I left the link right there. And thank you so much, Isaiah Felix. I was gonna in a moment look for that link so I can put it here. Thanks so much for putting up there. So we got Emmanuel H saying here, just subscribe. Appreciate, man. Thanks so much, man. Go subscribe. Our guy Blu-ray. We got here a pull counter saying, let me call EJ and tell him, and I'll tell him he needs to train with Blu-ray every training. Definitely, man. Yeah, we got our blue counter saying also Blu-ray. That's a miracle to get a woman. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, that age to pull-ups. Wow, Blu-ray had a
absolutely.
Gun. Yep. And it's a trip because Blu-ray just mentioned his age. Man, I thought you were Errol Spence's age, bro.
Nah, I'm 41 in May.
Wow. Okay. Bruce goes, any other questions, man? Just so we can cut it now because we're almost an hour in, man. So, Blu-ray go do stuff, man. Bruce goes, any questions? Huh?
Y'all, I ain't got, I can, y'all good. Y'all do what I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna have to.
Heck yeah.
I'll be driving, but y'all good. I'm gonna just tell my son, be quiet.
All right. Hey, heck yeah, man. Bruce goes, any questions?
Oh no, it's been great, man. I think that other boxers are going to start to see the importance of strength and conditioning coaches. I know it's to a lot of the traditional fighters, it's a foreign concept. They just think that it's another member in their camp. But when they start seeing the concrete results, and I've seen them. I know personally. If you have someone that can take over your strength, basically simply your strength and conditioning. You can't complicate it. It's just very simple. But if you can have an expert key in on that, it's going to make your whole your boxing career that much better. It's that much more advanced. Science is getting more advanced, nutrition is getting more advanced, training is getting more advanced, and we're seeing it right now. And Blu-ray, like I said, he's a pioneer in this field. I think anybody should pay attention to him. And any boxers out there who want to improve their careers, think about hiring a strength and conditioning coach. Think about getting on the program, man. So, hey, thanks for having me on here, bro.
We got KQKC. Hey,
the OG. Salute, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. KQKC, y'all go subscribe. My guy KQKC, man, definitely. I don't know, Blu-ray. Have you heard of KQKC? Yeah, I'm sure. Have you subbed to him?
Nah, I don't know what it is. I haven't.
Yeah, check him out, man. Oh yeah, that bro, man. He's OG, man. Definitely good brother right there, man. Definitely. Yeah, family right there, definitely, man. So, hey, Blu-ray. When did you open your channel, man?
Hold on, his name is KQKC. All right, I see it. I got it. I'm subbing it right now.
Yeah, KQKC Boxing Network. Yeah, oh, you're amazing guy right there. When did you open your channel, Blu-ray?
I've been had my YouTube page, but I just started getting serious about the whole blogging thing maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna continue to do it.
Right on. Hey, are you checking out what's going on at the 135 division?
Yeah, I know what's going on. Yes.
And what do you think, man? Who should fight Cambo next, man?
Who I think deserves a fight next?
Yeah.
In my opinion, if I had to pick somebody that deserves to fight him, is Devin Haney. And the reason I say that is because if you make that fight, then we have an undisputed champion. So that's the fight that needs to happen. But I know, Rudabella not gonna let that happen.
So, Blu-ray, how do you feel about them trying to have Lomachenko fight Kambosos next?
Well, I figure that's the route that they might try to go. They might even try to skip over him and go Ryan Garcia, because I believe Rudabella, he trying to make a mistake and get back, in the boxing game like he was at one point in time. But now that he's promoting Kambosos and he has a champion fighter, I believe he's going to try to make as much money as possible with Kambosos before he puts him in there with a real threat. And in my opinion, Lomachenko is not the person he want to put Kambosos in there with, in my personal opinion. Because I think Lomachenko will beat him. So I'm not sure who they're gonna let him fight next.
Quiz in the building. Everyone who's jumping in, I appreciate y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm just so focused right now on Blu-ray. I'm sorry I didn't get to the chat, and saluting those who are jumping in. I see y'all, man. Gio James, what's going on, man? I appreciate you. Oh, KC says here, what's up, brother? Give me a call. You talking to Blu-ray, bro? Or Blu-ray or me? Or just let me know, bro. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for jumping in. KQKC in that.
Hey, Blu-ray, can I ask you your opinion about the way fighters are cutting weight these days, man? I noticed on Ali Haney, he made his weight for lightweight, but he stepped into that ring at 157 pounds, bro. How are these fighters doing that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way they rehydrate, I really haven't do that as a trainer. So, to be honest with you, I honestly have no idea about that. So, because I haven't really tapped into that yet. So I'm not going to answer a question that I'm not qualified for. Now, I'm sure if I did my research on it and start having to actually deal with those particular things, I could. Matter of fact, because, but like I say, my nutritionist that I deal with personally is going to be handling all that in the future. So I'm going to just stay in my lane and just stick to getting people stronger.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, it's all good. Get your work on. Definitely, Queen. I thank you so much, Queen. Thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. We got Stormy B Man saying, "Hi guys, a question for you, Stormy B Man from Stormy B Man." He says, "Blu-ray Fitness, do you agree the work trainers as yourself would have greater gains with fighters if they fought more frequently? The benefits of health and wellness are contingent upon the mental." You want me to repeat that question, Blu-ray?
No, I understand what he's saying. The fact that fighters have to go through so much, I think a rest period is important, but I think even in that rest period, that the fighters still should be active doing, and the matter of the conditioning. So, and then depending on age, but I'm always an advocate of listen to your body. Your body's gonna tell you everything. So it's just a combination of a lot of things as far as a fighter continue, because if they're dealing with injuries, then of course they need to heal, let their body rest. So I'm a component of letting your body rest. But I agree with what Stormy is saying in totality. I totally agree with what he's saying, because that's going to keep you at optimal shape. But if you're experiencing injuries and because your body deals with a lot of damage, the proper recovery is going to be the key to being able to keep you going at a high level. So because a lot of people focus, and I know Bruce can probably back me up on this, a lot of athletes focus on the workout, but they don't understand the process of recovery. And recovery is just important, just as important as working out.
Key that's when your body develops from the training you put into it, is when you're resting.
Hey, Blu-ray. Concerning what you just mentioned a moment ago, that concerning the 135 and stuff like that with Lomachenko and stuff. Yeah, did you see the fight with that he against Comey?
It was artwork. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Now the thing here is this: I had a question in mind. We went live yesterday, LeVar and Bruce and I. You know what I'm saying, and we chop up things, post fight reactions, things of that nature. I kind of thought, man, obviously the performance was amazing, man. The only thing that got my attention, in that fight concerning when Lomachenko knocked down Comey, right? He didn't finish him off, obviously, and then after that, the rounds, Comey recovered. Do you think, Blu-ray, that Lomachenko, he needs a little bit more of the power factor, or does he lack it, or can he get more power, at his age and the point that he's in his career?
In my opinion, he can get more power for sure. And in that 7th round, I think if he would have just pressed the issue and pressed the gas, he could have got out of there. But he was trying to tell the corner that, hey, listen, I'm putting a lot on him. I'm doing enough. Y'all need to save him. Of course, he gave him an opportunity to recover. And Comey did an awesome job in recovering. A lot of people don't recover like that, but he was able to recover.
And the same thing. It's the same questions. It's the same. I guess I don't know the topic. I guess that's brought up when it comes to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, amazing fighter. Always give him his props, man. I give props to all the fighters. I'm saying I respect all fighters. And Devin Haney in particular, concerning 135, man. Like you said, man, he deserves, and I think we all agree, man, that Devin Haney is the one who deserves to fight with Campo to get that undisputed strap. I'm saying title. Or whatever, right? But Haney, man, the thing, he has all the skills. He has it all, man. He has the whole package. It's just that. What I just said about Lomachenko, the power, man. Do you think Haney will develop into the power, or will it be until he moves up to 140? Because I think it's inevitable that Haney will move up to 140. You think the power will be there at 140 if he get getting more power?
I believe like Devin Haney is young, number one. I don't believe he has the natural power that the fans desire him to have. But
right.
He does have, of course, if he moves up, he's going to be a lot stronger because he don't have to go down so much, and by default he would have more power at a higher weight. But we don't know if he's going to have the type of power that's going to be entertaining to the people that want to see certain type of performances from him. But he has a strength and conditioning coach. You see him working out, so he's doing what works for him, and I support him. I'm a fan, and more power to him.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. We got Gifted 142. I think it's your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go subscribe to Blu-ray. His link is up here in the chat, man. Go definitely subscribe to Blu-ray. Errol Spence is strength and conditioning coach. Definitely, man. We got Gifted 142 in here. Recovery is important in combat sports. Should PEDs that focus on recovery be legal? That's a question there, Blu-ray.
I would say no. Hell no. Even though most PEDs do focus on recovery, that's what a lot of people don't know. But I still would say no. I think everybody needs to be on a level playing field. No PEDs of no substance at all, on no level. If you can't put the work in my opinion, you don't need to be in the sport.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I agree. I definitely agree, man. I'm very zealous of that. I'm saying when it comes to fighters popping, positive for PD. Now, that's the thing. This is the thing, Blue. This is the thing, bro. I don't know, man. It's controversial, man. But me as a fan, I don't really tolerate it. Just as a fan, I'm saying as a boxing fan. For example, just a quick name, and no, I'm not nitpicking at him. It's just generally speaking for people out there who think I'm trying to, I'm saying no. Like, for example, just recently we saw Oscar Valdez, right? Pop for, what was it? I don't know the name of that. Phentermine or something like that.
Yeah, phentermine, a diuretic. That's what we were discussing. I think that's going to be the scourge of boxing.
That's a PED?
Well, Renee, corrective eye surgery is a PED. Viagra is a PED. PED is such a vague term. I think it was invented by the media, in the past decade. But anabolic steroids, they have no place in boxing. No PEDs do. But it's a dirty world, and I don't know how it's going to get cleaned up, man. I really don't. But It's the ugly era of boxing right now, and something has to be done about it.
Well, the one thing we do know is that the performances that y'all seen for Errol Spence, in my opinion, that a lot of people love so much, was done with absolutely no PEDs, no performance enhancing, no nothing. It's just pure hard work. So, that's just a testament of Earl hard work and my training and us just doing what we do, being someone that's in the sport that's doing it the right way. So it can be done the right way. It's
Yeah,
no.
Errol Spence has never been questioned, brother.
No.
Yeah, never.
The fans question him. Maybe not. The boxing association, but the fans. When I was working with him, they accused him of being on steroids because.
Back in the gym, anybody with a six-pack gets accused of being on steroids. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Well,
It's
Bruce,
jealousy.
they was looking at Earl nipples. It's documented.
I remember that.
The gyno.
I'm serious. They were.
I've seen a Mr. Olympia on stage with surgery for gyno. So what can we say about gyno?
No, but Bruce, what I'm saying is they would literally do videos about this man nipples. I'm serious.
Damn.
Yep.
I can't say a thing about that, bro, without offending different communities out there.
So I'm just being transparent about it. That when I was, when me and Earl was, on that streak at first, they were accusing him for being on steroids, and it's just hard work. The man works hard. Like I said, he's self-motivated. He's a workhorse.
Fact, genetically
Yes, sir.
gifted workhorse.
Exactly.
Hey, Blu-ray, and obviously you're his trainer, right? But and you sound quite, you're not biased. From what I understand of you, you're not even close to that. You don't even do that. So, who do you legitimately think, man? Hopefully, oh my gosh, dude, I don't even push many videos on it. I don't really push content too much about it when it comes to Spence and Bud Talk, but you being his strength and conditioning coach, man, and you having seen with your own eyes, man, intimately experienced with Spence, his performances and the results of his fights when you train him, who do you think, man, wins between Spence and Bud, man?
It's not even a question.
Wow, not even a question? Wow.
Earl could beat Bud with me or without me.
Wow. I love it, man. Hey. Hey, concerning Blu-ray, I got a question, bro. Like I said, I got all these questions pop up, man. When you're training, okay, when you're training Spence and stuff, camp and all that. When it comes to fight night, do you go to his fights?
No, I hadn't. So I've been having this. I went to I've only went to the fights that he's have here in Texas, and what I did was when I first met Earl, I told him that I'm here for you and you only. I'm not here for the glitz and the glamour. I'm not here to be recognized. I just want to see you be one of the best in the world. That's my only desire. And so I didn't want to look like a groupie. I didn't want to look like a fanboy. So I purposely didn't go to fights because I wanted to make sure, get an understanding that I just want to see you be the best. I like, this is not about me. This is 100% about you. And so that's why I've done what I've done by, really not going to the fights. So that was my, that's why I would do that. But I was at the Danny Garcia fight though.
Yeah, because you as strength and
And I was
conditioning
at
coach.
the Mikey fight too. I was at the Mikey fight too.
Yeah. So yeah, you're part. You're obviously you're there with the team, in the locker room. And in those fights, do you do the ring walk with them and all that?
I've never been in the locker room.
Okay.
I just act like a regular person at the fight. I not go home. I don't go in the back. I don't do all the extra.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So we got here Trick Nolte saying, he got, hey, Trick, what's going on, bro? Trick Nolte, hey, salute, bro. Thanks so much for jumping in. I see you, Sylvester Stallone. Salome, I thank you guys so much for jumping in here, man. I see you guys, PGH. What's good, man? We got here Trick Nolte saying, I run for 30 minutes and 40 minutes on the trip. Yeah. Go ahead, Blue.
Okay, now because I'm driving now, so we kind of went out for a second. Did you say something?
No, you're good. I'm just reading the comment. It's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. So we got here Trick Nolte saying, I run for 30 to 40 minutes on the treadmill. Shoot Afrin up my nose to open my nasal passages, and it gives me a boost.
Trick's been
Whoa.
watching too many Rocky movies.
Wow. What? They did that in Rocky, Bruce?
Oh yeah. Right before the first fight, Apollo Creed and Rocky both did a container of neosinephrine up their noses.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I haven't watched too much Rocky, but yeah.
I guess that's old school boxing, bro. You know, you got to keep those nasal passages clean. You don't want to stop breathing out your mouth in a fight.
Hey, I got a question for Blu-ray.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blu-ray. So let's say Spence and Crawford, that fight gets made. Is there anything? Would there be anything differently you would do to help prepare his body to get prepared for that fight, or would you continue to stick to what you've been doing with him?
Hold on, say it again. I didn't hear the first part of the question.
I said if the fight between Spence and Crawford is made, is there anything that you would do different to help prepare his body for that fight, or would you continue to stick with what you've been doing with Spence?
Go fix it.
What's that?
I said if it's not broke, you don't fix it.
Got you.
Right on. Hey, Blu-ray. You know, you being a fan of the sport of boxing too, obviously. What do you think, bro? What do you think about you know, Jake Paul? You know, him coming to sport, and as of late, you know, he was going to fight obviously Fury, right? Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury pulls out because of those medical complications or whatever it was. Now he's going to have this Woodley rematch. It's going to Saturday night, man. What do you got on that? What do you think about that?
You know, the only thing I do like about it is that he's showing people how to make real money. Because the one thing I don't like is for boxers to retire, you know, and not being able to provide for their family. Because you have a lot of boxers out here that are world champions and don't have a pot to piss in. But you know, I like the fact, you know, of what he did. You know, what Floyd started. So Floyd created it, but he's just following Floyd's blueprint, and then he's showing you how if you just market yourself right, you know, you really don't need all the promoters and all the middlemen. You can be the boss and run things and make your own money and change your own life. So I respect that aspect of it. But in terms of boxing, he's not fighting real boxers, so I don't respect it, and I don't respect it in that aspect. He's not fighting real boxers.
I mean, the thing I did like about it was that he was going to actually fight Tommy Fury, you know?
In my opinion, Tommy Fury is still a prospect.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he just has a few fights under his belt. Definitely, man. Go ahead.
He's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight no Charlo twins. He's not gonna fight nobody that's real. You know, he's not gonna go fight no Better Beef. You know, that's up there with him, or you know, nobody like that. You know, he just picked people that he can possibly, you know, have a better chance with. He's not gonna fight, you know, no real boxer. He's not gonna fight Errol Spence. He's not crazy.
Yeah, no way. Hey, man. So speaking about the landscape, you know, the sport of boxing, man, we see, you know, Canelo moving up. You know what I'm saying? You know, Teofimo talking about moving up 140. What do you think about Canelo, bro, moving up? We don't really know what he's going to do next, you know what I'm saying? But word has it, I guess we can say, because I just heard recently that he's probably going to go to light heavyweight. Like, we really don't know, you know what I'm saying? But what do you think about that, bro? Because everybody, a lot of platforms, at least I can say, you know, and community out there, just generally speaking, boxing fans, a lot of people want to see Canelo and Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to see that. As a matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather said that himself, you know what I'm saying? That he would prefer to see Benavidez versus Canelo. But what do you think about, you know, Canelo's moves he's making as far as him, you know, moving up, you know, to whatever division he wants to move up to? I think it's cruiserweight, if I'm not mistaken, to fight McAboo or something, right? To get that WBC belt. You know, what do you think about that, Blu-ray, just generally speaking?
I understand what he's doing. He's doing stuff that other people has done. So it's not like other people haven't done what he's doing before, because he's just following Floyd's blueprint, if you know, in certain regards of how they, you know, kind of how they move in Tank. He's basically doing the same thing they doing with Tank, you know, just grabbing belts, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, the only thing that I don't respect is that he's had opportunity undisputed at 54-60 and he didn't fight those people that he needed to fight to be undisputed at 54-6. That's the only thing I don't like. Outside of that, I really don't have an issue with it because he's not doing nothing that a lot of the other fighters are not doing. But my thing is he should have been undisputed at 54-6 and fought the people he need to fight. And that, because it's kind of funny how you say, you dodge certain people, and especially, certain black fighters, you don't want to give an opportunity, but you'll give other people an opportunity, and then try to say that, that like you won't give certain black fighters an opportunity who have bigger names. I'm just being transparent right now. But you'll give people that have no names an opportunity. I'll get that. So, to Canelo's defense, in my opinion, he still has the best resume in boxing. So I can't take that from him. He has the best resume in boxing. So him taking a few fighters, like a Rocky Phillips, I can understand it, because he's doing a lot of he's fighting a harder competition. If you put the whole resume on the line versus a lot of other fighters. So, I get it, but I don't get it either.
Yeah, it's perplexing. I agree. I definitely agree, man. I definitely agree. And like we just said a moment ago, man. Oh, as a matter of fact, before I get to that, Demetrius Bright says here, Blu-ray, he says if you can drop your contact info for workout plan in the future.
Yeah, just DM me, Blu-ray Fitness on Instagram. That's all you gotta do. Just DM me and leave your phone number. I call everybody back.
Okay, so Demetrius Bright, go ahead and go contact Blu-ray on Instagram. Repeat one more time, bro. Blu-ray, Instagram, your handle.
Blu-ray Fitness.
Blu-ray Fitness, Demetrius Bright. All right, go ahead and contact Blu-ray on Instagram, bro. He'll contact you. He'll respond.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely.
And Renee, that's one thing Blu-ray does. He does, when you send him a DM, he does respond back. Because I had sent him a DM earlier, like a couple months ago, and he did respond back. So whatever, everything that Blu-ray's telling you is the truth. He does do that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Blu-ray down to earth. Hey, right now, Blu-ray, you just mentioned a moment ago right now about Tank kind of being moved around, I guess to a certain degree, like Canelo is, right? Because the Mayweather blueprint thing. Who do you want to see Tank fight next, Blu-ray?
I want to see Tank fight. Who do I want to see Tank fight? 35. I want to see Tank fight Hank. That's what I want to see. I want to see Tank fight Hank and Lomachenko. Them the two I want to see him fight.
Me too. Hey, I would love to see that, man. But but you know what, Blu-ray? That's the doubt I have, bro. I don't think they're gonna. And I know it's not Tank. It's his ups, man. It's his superiors. You know what I'm saying?
You know it's Floyd. To fight whoever, but they move him, and I get it, but it's kind of funny how they say certain people not this and certain people not that, but then you let them fight Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Exactly. We got Tim Muzzi. I don't think I've seen you before, man. Go ahead and subscribe here if you love the sport of boxing. This is a place for you. And go subscribe to Blu-ray. His link is in the chat, so definitely go subscribe to Blu-ray, man. He's Errol Spence strength and conditioning coach. Definitely an honor to have him here today on the channel, man. It's just a wonderful honor. PJ says here, Tank versus Lomo and Haney versus Camboso should be next. Yeah, that's the thing. And just like what Blu-ray said a moment ago, as a matter of fact, Blu-ray talked about it's a possibility, man, that Ellerby, I'm sorry, no, not Ellerby, Ludabella, Camboso's promoter, he probably won't do it, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably just milk Camboso's name, you know what I'm saying? He'll milk his name, and try to make as much money as he can before he actually gives him a competitive fighter, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree, because that's how promoters move nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Blu-ray, oh yeah, Bruce Goes, got something to say?
No, man. I nothing on this one, man. I'm just enjoying and listening, man.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something. We just saw Blu-ray. Did you see Keyshawn Davis Saturday night? You there, Blu-ray?
What you say? I'm sorry. I'm picking my son up real quick. What you say?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Did you see Keyshawn Davis Saturday night?
Yeah, I seen him, but I hadn't really. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's all good. picking up his son from school, just like what you do, LeVar. I think you pick up your son too at this time, right, LeVar? Around this time, right?
Yeah, around about this time, man. All day, every day.
Yeah, 5 o'clock and it's pitch dark out over here, man, on the East Coast.
Hey,
Oh,
we
wow.
really do. Hey, we want to appreciate everybody that's tuning in to the show, man. We really do appreciate y'all. And like what my big bro Renee said, if you have any questions for Blu-ray, please drop them in the chat, and we'll try to get to it.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a wonderful honor to have Blu-ray today. It's
But
great,
yeah,
great.
so in my hold on one second.
Yeah, it's all good. G5, what's going on? G5, my guy's in the building. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, he will. Yeah, G5. Yeah, he definitely responds, man. So yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, no problem, Demetrius Bright. Yeah, go ahead and contact him, bro. He'll answer you. He'll answer you definitely, man. So yeah, we're just waiting for Blu-ray to get back up here. Handling business, definitely, man. Handling business. Oh, hey, Bruce. So it's pitch black over there right now?
Oh yeah. Pitch black. It's like it's midnight out. It's very depressing. It gets dark around here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This daylight unsavings time. It should be thrown off the books. People driving in rush hour now, headlights on. It's ridiculous out there, man.
But that's how it is usually, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead, Blu-ray.
Keyshawn, like I said, I haven't really watched him. I know who he is, but I haven't really watched him. So as far as his performance, he's not, I just got to be transparent. He's not fighting he didn't fight nobody. So until I start fighting people that are qualified in the division, then I can make a better assessment. It's kind of like Conor Benn, what Conor Benn did to Chris Algieri. Like I haven't seen Conor Benn in championship rounds. I haven't seen Jerron Boots Ennis in championship rounds. Until I see these people in championship rounds and fighting somebody that's not going to go there and somebody with just as much skill as they have, then I really can't crown them and say they're different.
Hey, well said, man. Definitely well said. Hey, Blu-ray, have you ever? Yeah, go ahead, LeVar.
Go ahead, big bro.
No, it's just a little curious question I got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blu-ray, have you ever thought about do you box, bro? Do you know a little bit?
No, I focus more on martial arts, but yeah, I know how to box though.
Renee, excuse me, your YouTube channel just shut down.
Mine?
Yeah, I was watching it and it says error occurred. Please try again later.
Oh, whoa, that's a trip.
I'll try rebooting it and see.
Try rebooting it.
There.
Yeah, try. That's a trip. That's a trip because we're still live. Yeah, we're good. We're still live.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
So, little internet glitches. You know how it is. No big deal. We got G Boxing here. He says, okay, here's a question. Here's a question for you, Blu-ray. G Boxing. Hey, I appreciate you. A new viewer. Go ahead and subscribe, man. If you love sport of boxing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go subscribe to Blu-ray, man. Blu-ray, his link is in the chat. Go ahead and scroll up a little bit and you'll see the link of Blu-ray. Errol Spence is, and I'm sure you already know, strength and conditioning coach. He says here, G Boxing says, has Blu-ray been in the camp of any other top boxers besides Errol? You got that, Blu-ray?
No, I have not. Like I said, the only other boxer that I trained that y'all might be familiar with. Well, no, I take it back. I've worked with Amon Rashidi, Burley Brooks a couple fights, and Charles Hadley.
No, right on. Yeah. You said it earlier, as a matter of fact. But G Boxing is just jumping in right here. So yeah, man. Oh my gosh, it also happened to G5. So he says here G5 it cut down 3 times or something like that. It cut off also. I don't know. It must be the internet stuff. So we got here.
No, we're still on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. KQKC is actually saying it. He says it did it 3 times, shutting down. What the heck? That's a trip. It's really never happened actually. But go ahead, LeVar.
Hey, Blu-ray, question for you. So, how do you feel about Keith Thurman trying to come back and was trying to request to fight Errol, and Errol turned him down? Me personally, I think he hasn't done anything to earn a shot at Errol since he's been inactive. And when he was champion, Errol was trying to make that fight with him, but Keith Thurman didn't want to. He wasn't trying to have it. So, how do you feel about Keith Thurman trying to come back before he signed the Barrios fight. How do you feel about him coming back trying to ask Spence for a fight?
He don't deserve a fight. It's just that simple, you know. He styled Earl out. Earl need to do the same thing to him. Keep that same energy.
Facts, man. Facts.
You didn't give Earl Spence a shot. Earl don't need to give you a shot. Plus, you weak anyway, so.
Yeah, as of late, I'm not really, I've said it time and time again too, man, when it comes to Keith Thurman talking, I'm saying,
Earl, man, hit that dude in the body one time. He gonna fold up like a woman on her period.
All right, man. So, hey, I got to get going, man. I almost got an hour and a half up in this, man. Yeah, so I got to get going, actually, man. I'm so sorry, man. I got to cut the session. It says here, Grindhouse Sports Nation says here, the fighters have last say on who they fight. Right. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Grindhard, thanks so much for jumping in here, Grindhard. Everybody who came in, showed up and showed out. Thrill Hill, I see you jumping in here, man. Thurman needs to call out Boots. Nah, he ain't going to call out Boots. You already know. We talked about that the other day, man. Thurman, he's hiding behind the excuse. Yeah, he's hiding behind the excuse of who's Ennis? Who's that? Yeah, he knows who he is. So definitely, man. Hey, Blu-ray, where can they find you, bro?
On Instagram, Blu-ray Fitness, and then on YouTube, The Blu-ray Show. So those are the two social medias outlets that I'm usually on.
Definitely, man. Go follow Blu-ray. Go follow him on Instagram. Go subscribe to his channel. Definitely, man. And Bruce Goes just put his channel also here in the link, man. So, hey, LeVar Cooper, any last words, bro?
Hey, Blu-ray, man, once again, man, it's an honor. It's a pleasure having you on the panel, man. We really do appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk boxing and to talk strength and conditioning. So we salute you, King. We're very appreciative. Thank you so much.
Nah, it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all. And hey, LeVar, send me all of y'all YouTube channels so I can subscribe to all of y'all channels.
Will do, King. To everybody in the chat, thanks for tuning in. Hey, take care of yourself. You know, this pandemic is no joke. If you decide to get vaccinated, hey, salute to you. If you don't, hey, make sure you glove up, you mask up. And like I said, your health is important. Salute to everybody.
Also, we have one more question here, Blu-ray. G Boxing says here, have you had conversations with the Haney camp? Plus, would you be confident in improvising Devin punching power?
All right, so we had one conversation face to face at the LDBC event that they had. So we had a conversation, and we've had a few conversations over a few different podcasts that we were on together. He alluded to getting me in a camp one day, you know. So maybe they do, maybe they not. But if he trains with me, I'll be able to get him stronger and build his endurance and take his punching power to the next level. That's without a doubt.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I was actually thinking that. That's kind of why I brought up Haney earlier about the power. Hey, Bruce Goes, any last words, bro?
It's been great here, Renee. Thanks for having me on here, LeVar, and Blu-ray, man. Pleasure meeting you, man. I'm gonna check you out on social media, bro. You're a solid guy out here in the boxing scene, man. And, and I think a lot more boxers are gonna start appreciating strength and conditioning services in their regiment, man.
Yes,
you are the pioneer in there, as far as I'm concerned, brother. So salute to you, bro. Shout out.
No, I appreciate it.
Definitely the Queen. She has her link. Also, everybody's shooting their links right there. G5 also. Queen, she has her link there, Ash's Corner, because they got a program called The Liquor Spot where they talk boxing and everything. So definitely, man, go subscribe to Ash's Corner. Quee also has a channel. Hey, go ahead and put the link of your channel, Quee. Hey, Kenneth Johnson, what's going on, family? Jumping in the building, man. I appreciate you guys all, man. And Playback family, play this back, definitely, man. Those who are jumping in late, go ahead and play it, man. Blu-ray dropping gems. I love it. Hey, Blu-ray, can you just wait a couple minutes after the show backstage?
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome, definitely. I'm gonna cut it right now. Just stay on, please. Okay. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much, everybody who jumped in, man. Get the likes up, and I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Everybody in the chat. Thank you so much, man. Renee Boxing on this platform. We simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely. We had our honorable guest, Blu-ray, definitely the panelist of our Cooper Bruce Goes. Everybody, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Renee Boxing, stay safe. Peace out. Jam to the beat.
Peace.
Peace.